What's up, y'all? It's your girl Rhonda. Let's get into this latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Before we do that, um, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share with your people. So, child, I'm using my phone today, and it might just be a challenge. But here we go. Season 14, episode 12. The show opens with Sheree, like with some other stuff, but Sheree basically is in her beautiful kitchen talking to her handsome son Cairo. She's letting him know that at this point she has to do what she got to do to get Shiva Sheree up and off the ground, and because it's now or never, and it's true. It's now or never, Sheree. The really frustrating thing I think about it with Sheree is she's had like this platform for so long, and girl, but I do understand to some extent, not really, but I feel like she puts so much energy into that home that everybody says is so beautiful, and I get that, but priorities, girl. Anyway, she's trying to recruit Cairo to come model for her, as he should. I understand that. I actually have a very handsome son that I get to model for me on many occasions. So Cairo should definitely be on somebody's runway. And if she's got a clothing line, then he should definitely be promoting it. That's just a double do. How old is he? Like 25? I'm just saying, like, you got, girl, please, Lord Jesus, somebody other than Martell, please put their hands on Sheree so she could get these joggers out. Because based on her luxurious taste in things, I would imagine that when she does put it out, they're gonna be nice. You're not gonna, it won't be some bullshit. That much I do believe. So as much as she get on my nerves, I really want to see Sheree fix it. Jesus. Anyway, Candy, Ace is 6 years old, so Candy is having a little get together at her house. I guess his birthday is in the middle of the week, so she didn't want to make it a big thing necessarily. I feel like it was as cute as ever. Drew brought her baby, and Kenya, of course, brought from Brooklyn, and there were cousins, family. It was a little get together. They had a cake, and Ace was. He's a very gracious host. He said, he didn't have how some kids have an attitude or what have you. He was so excited. It was his birthday. And then Candy had Candy's so smart. So I didn't even know this existed, but I'm sure why? Duh, what was I thinking? I think maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but she had like a video game van come to the house, to, entertain the children. They know what they want to play, and really cute. I think that would be cute for I wonder if we have those. You could do that for grown people because the grown men like to go play video games. I'm just saying. I don't have any little children in my house, so I have to entertain the ones that, Moving on. So Sheree meets up with Marlo down to the hand-me-down celebrity store. Marlo is down there at the store. I don't think Sheree was there yet. So Marlo is trying to direct her sister on how she should be raising the children from, I don't know, vacation. Where was she at? She's at least on vacation from the children. So if you're going to drop them over here in the middle of me already having 4 toddlers, then they're going to do whatever. And I got to work. Girl, that's why they don't belong there. I feel like she has enough on her hands already, Marlo. Like I said last time, I don't know why they don't just figure out a way to work together, because I feel like Marlo has all that nice stuff and they're turning into teenagers. So all of that playing and stuff besides video games is really kind of dwindling. They'll be getting into other things. And if you think them not doing laundry is drama, honey, wait till they get, you go find out, and it ain't nowhere to throw them. So anyway, she said William plays Xbox all day, and I guess Michael over here snitching on his older brother. But yeah, he doesn't take a shower. Yeah, sounds like teenage stuff, because you have to tell them to do that stuff and pick up their room and do their laundry and wash a dish and You know, I could go in my daughter's room right now, and there'll probably be 6 water bottles and some plates in a bowl. Because, you know, it's far too far to, you know, get up and walk in the kitchen. And Lord knows that this is not Chateau Charest, so it ain't gonna be, you know, a few steps to take it in the kitchen. Anyway, whew, Marlo, everything about her has stressed me the fuck out. So back at Candy's house, the ladies are discussing the situation that happened with Candy. And I mean, it's no secret, you know, what's going on in Atlanta, unfortunately, because Atlanta is such a cool city. But I guess crime is high and they just coming in the houses, like not, you know, people are getting robbed, cars, all that kind of stuff. So when you work hard and you know what's crazy, like Atlanta has always been a city of Black people with nice things. So they not new to this. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, it's unfortunately it's just a rough time there. So they were discussing the situation that happened at Candy's house with the when you Virginia with this crazy man that, you know, said he was Beyonce's family and T.I.'s son and what have you. And just, you know, they were talking about what kind of security that should have. Kenya suggested that Candy have 24-hour security. Maybe because I mean, I don't know what their communities are like. Some of them are gated, some maybe not. All I know is having a security gate is a little bit of a, you know, a little bit, but not always. Like it's better, definitely better when you have a security guard there that they gotta like let you in, because I've lived in a community with a gate and people can get through the gate. It's almost like, you know, not even security. But anyway, Candy lets the ladies know that her play had to shut down due to COVID. So she's really emotional about that because, you know, for her, the play is not just about money, it's about creating a space for people of color, you know, to be on Broadway and all of those things. Like being on Broadway, I guess, you know, as an actor, is not one of those things where you see a lot of Black faces. Also, you know, Candy says she want to be a GOAT, and I don't think she meant it. You know, pretty much when she says it, she meant it. So if she can be producing plays on Broadway, that can put her in that space, you know, of getting her Tony, because that's her goal, one of her goals. I don't think, like, obviously she's very disappointed that that happened, but also it's not a failure necessarily. Like the play got good reviews. It was due to, you know, Omicron or whatever version of COVID that was going around right then. Now there was a moment when everything flared back up and people started getting sick again. And Lord knows monkeypox got a bitch a little nervous. But it's definitely not like it. You gotta pay your dues. Like for you to go in straight in, brand new, and get good reviews, and you know all of the positive things that were attached to it. She should definitely chalk that up as a success. You know, and like Ty was telling her, you know, later on, just do it and do another one and do another one, because then you just become a part of that community. She know the game, and Candy is doing everything. But I think it's also cool that she's looking out, you know, for her folks along the way, even though some people say she doesn't do anything for anybody. Man, I can't tell. So Sheree, Sonia shows up. Sonia shows up over there to the hand-me-down store, and they're sitting around, basically kissing Marlo's ass and rubbing her head, forehead, and telling her how, you know, how she's doing such a hard job and blah blah blah. And you know, and they felt so bad for how Kenya came and ruined the vacation. I don't know what vacation they were on. I don't know what they were taught seeing, but you know, Marlo ruined her own vacation. She did that. She could take responsibility for that. To vacation to get away from her nephews that won't do laundry. I'm not gonna stop saying that because that sounds fucking stupid. To kick some kids out of your house because you find wet clothes. You know, you didn't find out that they were cutting themselves. You didn't find out that they were suffering from depression. You didn't find out they were being bullied at school. You didn't find out they were having some type of addiction to, you know, drugs. You didn't find out that they got some type of gang affiliation. You found out their laundry was wet. Jesus. Anyway. Marlo's disappointed in Candy again because Candy took Kenya's side. I don't know what side that was. You wanted to kick a grown ass woman off of a vacation to the mountains where the Grand Wizard lived. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why we, coddling her so much. And your real friends will be like, girl, you did that. You acted a slam fool. Now, if you wanted to go on a vacation and really get away and enjoy yourself, don't invite Kenya because y'all can't be in the same place together, not and create some type of peace and woosah. And that's on you because you're the only one worried about Kenya, Marlo. That's it. That's all. Sonny starts talking about her Jamaica trip to Jamaica, and because there are couples going, she wanted to invite everyone to bring a +1. You don't have to bring if you don't have a husband, you can bring your boyfriend, or you could bring a friend, or just someone to be your buddy on the vacation. Okay, that's cool. So she decides to call Kenya right now while she's sitting in front of Marlo and Sheree, which is messy AF. Like, you could have extended that grace to Sheree, and then when you get home or in your car away from Marlo, you could have extended the same grace to Kenya. But it sounded really stupid. So you go call Kenya, FaceTime with her, and tell her that you wanted to reiterate that this trip to Jamaica was a couple's trip. And Kenny hung up in her face, which I found completely hilarious. I don't know why. It was rude. But why are you calling me to tell me just to make sure you understand this trip is a couple's trip? I know you don't have, plus the fact that Kenya's still kind of in the middle of her shit with Mark and going through a divorce. That whole subject matter is a little bit, contentious, I would say. And I can't believe I'm sitting here going to bat for Kenya. What universe am I living in? But anyway, bring Marlo and shit changes all the way around. Sheree and Marlo, well, that's rude. You don't hang up on people. Kenya thinks she's the queen of everything. That's right up Marlo's alley. You just gave her another reason to, obsess about Kenya. And then back at Candy's house, they're discussing, like, why is it so important to push that this is a couple's trip? Because Sheree's single and Kenya's single, and Marlo, have you ever had a man, that you weren't tricking? I'm just saying, like a relationship that involved actual feelings. Do you have any of those? I ain't seen them. That's why I'm asking, not really trying to be rude. So Marlo stages this meeting with the parenting coach. This guy opens the door, shakes her hand, and immediately this bitch falls into tears. Act 1, tears. Maybe she held on for a quick second. First they had to. Did she cry first? Or did she wait? Yeah, she didn't cry first. She fake prayed first. It was his suggestions, but she sat there and, pretended to pray as if that's something that she ever did. She might pray for some Louis Vuittons, or, pray to get a Prada purse, or, pray to get flued out to, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying she was fake praying, or fake tears. So as soon as the prayer was over, she burst into tears, and I just can't with her. So rather than sit here and discuss how she's telling the therapist how the kids don't do laundry and make their bed when she asks, so anyway, the girls are home from college, meaning Riley and what's her name? I can't think of her name, but I will. Katie and Todd are discussing a trust for the girls. I mean, that's what rich people do. Please figure out how you're going to divide this money before you die, because the folks will be over here arguing about who is supposed to get what. And I guess, for them to Kayla, that's her name. That was gonna bother me. Um, they were sitting there and having this conversation with everybody present, so we all understand what was said, and it's not like a conversation had with Riley and I mean, not for nothing, Riley and Kayla have grown up very different, and Todd and Candy have a very different idea of how children should be spoiled to that but I mean, when you look at how they measure it, they was like listing Candy's assets, and then they listing Todd's assets and be like, Candy has this and this and this and this, and then he has the condo. And that's not to knock what he has, but his personal I don't know, his personal wealth is a lot less than Candy's. When you when you balance them next to each other, that's not to say he's not wealthy. It just measures difference next to her. So I guess when you have more, of course you're gonna be more generous. Um, that's just how that is. Plus, Candy is a woman, and we just think different. Fathers are always trying to be so stern and we like just give it to them. Like we're dead. What difference does it make? Riley doesn't like the idea that Todd was saying that he thinks that as far as the assets are concerned, that they should not get all that money all at the same time. They should they should get it in increments over the years. That way they always have money and not squander your money on a bad idea. Riley doesn't like that shit. She wants her shit like in her 20s, and that's like kind of coming up like right now, so she wants her money now. But I'm like, Riley, your parents aren't dead. So in your 20s, if there's some, business venture that you want to invest in, I'm quite sure that they will support you. So don't worry about that. This is just in the in the situation that they both were, unfortunately not here, which we're not even gonna put that out there. So calm down, Riley. The girls kind of gang up on Todd because they know how tight he is in terms of, his thought process. Him and Candy definitely don't think the same way. Low key, I think Candy might definitely be sending Michaela like through the back door because she tried to do it for her like up front. And Todd is like, she got her own car, she paid her own bills, but I really feel like Candy probably breaking her off a little something, something. Just just in support of her doing her own thing, like as a reward. Because if she is sorry y'all, supporting her own self and paying her own bills, then she should be rewarded. Like y'all got it, why not? Roddy came out the gate with a driver's license and a Mercedes G-Wagon or something. Take it easy, Candy. And I think they're kind of extremes, but it is what it is. But it was a good talk. Todd stormed off mad because the girls were all on one accord, and sorry, Todd. Oh wow. So Sanya finds out that it's Sheree's birthday coming up, and she decided that she was gonna turn her little get together. So she's having a get together before Jamaica, just to powwow and let I don't know, give them a speech, just a little before we go on vacation party. And since she found out it's Sheree's birthday, she's just gonna incorporate Sheree's birthday into the party. Cute. Anyway, Sheree's out looking for fabric. I feel like it's so like late in the game to be picking. Like it just seems like you just getting sketches, girl. You just getting sketches. You're picking out fabric. You're just picking out fabric. You still got to get to the manufacturing because I know your little toes and fingers ain't gonna be busting out no sewing machine anytime soon. And like you can't do that for a collection. So who are you manufacturing through? I just have so many questions since you're like, when is this fashion show? This is why you didn't have fashion the last time you had a fashion show. Right. But anyway, she's out picking fabrics. I'm sure they'll be nice. And then, she wants her men's joggers to come with a dick print. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna just have to see it. But Honestly, that ain't really what I be like at the gym trying to do. That's uncomfortable because I'm gonna look. So put that away because it's distracting. I'm trying to focus here. But she wants to make sure that the jogger's got a dick print in it. So okay, we'll see what you're talking about, girl. Somebody gonna like it. Um, so she should have definitely covered this ground before she started typing. Like, I think this is where she should have started. The show should have started with her. No, she should have started this shit before the show started taking. Girl, catch up. Got a lot of work to do, girl. How many more episodes is it? And you're gonna go to Jamaica. So do you have time to go to Jamaica? Because it seems like you got some stuff to do at home, but you don't work anywhere. Not that we know of. So I'm guessing like you don't work. So you have phone calls to make. I guess, girl, I don't know. Anyway, Todd and Candy meet up at her office, and he's still in his feelings about the meeting, as he should be. Like, we're not gonna act like that wouldn't have hurt your feelings if everybody in the room was like, "No, boo, you suck. We don't like your idea." So, but he tells Candy like, however you want to do your money, just split it how you want to, and that's probably the best idea. Just let Candy, so nobody can ever say to Todd, "This ain't what Candy wanted." You know what I'm saying? Especially, well, yeah. Nobody can say to Todd, like, this is not what Candy wanted. So Candy, however you want to divide your assets, do yours, I'll do mine, and then everything will be copacetic. And Candy's like, good. So, I mean, honestly, what other way was it going to be? Because there's so much, there's a big difference in how much money they make. So yeah, just, as long as the kids are taken care of, they will be. And trust and believe, Michaela, she'll be just fine. Especially if Candy is in charge of how to divide things. So yeah. But they have an understanding and it's cool. I'm really like loving Todd and Candy's relationship. So, I'm pro that. Candy tells Todd about another opportunity to produce another play in Broadway, and he pretty much like just encourages her to do her thing, keep doing what she's doing, and don't let that one, setback, which is like I said, it's a disappointment, but it shouldn't feel like a setback because it was definitely a success. Um, so we over here at Sanya's party. She's finally inviting people to her house. Um, Marlo, Candy, Moneta. Moneta's here again. Is she going on a trip? I hope so. I just, want to see some more of her so we can see what her personality is. And thank the Lord that there will be no more Fatoon because she don't know how to act. And we got enough of that. That was not part of the recipe. Not something that was gonna work for real, for real. So Kenya comes in and she's like, hi, hi. She was the last one to get there, I think. And she's saying hi, hey to everybody, hugs and kisses, except Marlo. She scrolled on past Marlo as she should have. Stanya takes her on a tour of the house. She really thinks that Kenya has good taste and she would love to get some of her advice on, how to do some decorating. I'm mad at that because decorating, like, it's definitely a skill set. I would say that it takes more than just putting some shit in a room to make it look dope. It's a skill. It's always nice when you have somebody that has a good eye for decorating, give their personal opinion. So I'm not mad at that. And she took her in a room so they could talk because she wanted to like confront Kenya about hanging up on her. And Kenya was like, bitch, don't call me with no bullshit about no couples trip. I'm not a couple. So you felt to me like you was, trying to play me, basically. And she was, I feel like, because if you weren't, you would have even worded it like that. You could have just said, I don't want you to feel like you I'll have to be by yourself. So I want everybody to bring a plus one so that if, because some people are going to be with their husbands, or I don't want it to feel like you a third wheel on a couples trip. There were so many ways to say that, except for saying, now this is a couples trip. So then why are you asking me to go then? Sanya, Sonia, Sanya. I had to just call her son and say, anyway, child, they come to an understanding also. Sonya's just like, if you don't like what I'm saying, don't hang up on me though. Like, let's, cuss me out in a moment so we can get past it. And I would agree with that. But it was actually funny watching her get hung up on. She won't play her like that no more. Bet you she learned her lesson. Talking about you want to be my friend. You want to be her friend. That's what you want. But keep hanging out with Marlo. That's not going to be a thing. Sure. No, of course the birthday girl arrives last. She didn't even know that it was about her, but it wasn't initially supposed to be about her, but it's about her now, and that's all fine and good because it's her birthday. And they want to celebrate her birthday. Or at least acknowledge it. She came in there Gucci down. I ain't mad at it because she looked, shoot the suit, the shoes. She was doing the damn thing in a chignon ponytail, honey. Yes, she was doing it. I can't stand Jeray, but this is the thing too. They be talking about Marlo and her fashions. I guess I feel like Marlo wears labels, and every now and then she look good, but she don't. She always look like a circus. You can't really walk around in real life like how things are on the runway because it looks weird in real life. That's what Marlo be trying to do. Sheree though, she came in here with that badass suit and I couldn't say nothing about it, but damn, and I don't even like those like labels and letters all over things. Anyway, Sandy was trying to do one of those 360 cameras. That's another thing that's dope. I wonder how much that is. I'm gonna check into that too, but I don't want to have any technical difficulties because Sandy certainly was. She probably should have had that set up a little bit earlier so they can do a 1-2 check them, you know. But it is what it is. So they have to, I don't know that they ever figured that out. No, I don't think they figured that out because we would have seen some of those 360 pictures at some point. Did I miss that? I don't think they figured that shit out. Anyway, because it seemed like they're over in the kitchen and Kenya is over there eating. No, they had this guy walking around serving beef patties, but they said they was dry. But Stanley's mother didn't make them. So we don't know where those beef patties came from, but whoever made them, they didn't taste good. They didn't say they were nasty, they said they were dry. So, note to whoever catered her party about that because people can't be out here saying you have dry beef patties. Sonny, you always have a Jamaican theme though, like every single time. Like they did that the last time. I feel like you can't keep throwing the same party. Maybe you should have just catered something different than Jamaican food, but thank God your other food got there because the people said that the thing was dry. Drew was talking shit. She don't like um she don't like Sandy. So she gonna talk shit. She was saying this shit looked like Party City or something. I don't know. But that's not everybody's thing. See, that's the thing. When it's not your thing, you should just hire somebody to do it. They got event planners everywhere. It don't have to be like for a big event. And they got people saying that I bet you that Sheree did. I bet you Sheree called somebody to and come do that thing for her. That's why it was so cute. You can learn something from Sheree too. How you go all the way to the chateau and then you want to ask Kenya about some decorating. Did you ask Sheree? Because she got $10,000 chandeliers at her house, and everybody, the people said it's amazing. I believe them. So they're all sitting in the kitchen chilling, and then Drew wants to bring up Fatoon and how Sheree is somehow responsible for Fatoon. Fatoon's not here. So I guess Drew, if you just need to bring some up in order to start some shit, then okay, that's what you did. So they going back and forth, and you know, Sheree is basically telling her, "I'm not gonna be stop being friends with her because I don't think they're friends." For Sheree, she's not a good, she's a bad friend to bring around people. Maybe she's only like that when the TV cameras are running. Maybe that's why she was, such a weirdo. But anyway, Drew, she's not even here. You bring it up. You did it to start shit with Sheree. It was annoying back and forth. Somehow Drew decided to call her old. That's always a bad idea, girl. You got to get there at some point. You're gonna be feeling like, I don't know, but Sheree looks damn good. So, like she said, she owed a cold, baby. And if you get her age and look anything like that, then what a blessed person you will be. Because she looked good. You can't take that away from her. Marlo talking about she looked good for 60. I don't know why Marlo keep trying to act like she's so much younger than everybody. They're not, girl. And you know she's not 60, so stop it. But that's your friend, Sheree. I mean, Drew, you gonna get on one day, girl. I would tread lightly if I was you. So Candy decides to be shady and asks Drew to sing happy birthday. Are you gonna sing happy birthday? I'm not about to sing happy birthday to this bitch, but she did. And you know what? It was very good. Very good, Drew. That's probably one of the best voices I've heard on the Housewife franchise. I mean, Shamari, like she sounds good. Most of them be, I don't know what they be doing, but she sounds very nice. Um, So now that Sonia has the ladies all gathered in this little room and she wants to go over the rules for Jamaica before they leave on the trip. She busts out this dry, what do you call it? A poster board thing with a Sharpie. Rule number 1, bring water friendly hair. Now, I would say that's a good idea because you're going to be in the water, you know what I'm saying? So it's no point going over it. That's a good rule for that crew. Marlo, look out for your edges now, girl. I don't know what hair you're bringing, but it should be water friendly. No standoffs. I don't know what that means, but okay. Try not to have a standoff. No props. I'm guessing that was for Drew because she liked to bring doggy treats and bones and wigs and all kinds of stuff to the party. No weed. It's not legal in Jamaica. Who lied to me? I mean, I always thought it was. I did not know that. Well, I heard it was good. I never heard it was legal. But anyway, she said, don't get your ass arrested over there because she is not going to be involved in the police activity. Sonia says she's going to be at work. This is a work trip, so she needs all of y'all to be on your best behavior. Well, Sonia, maybe you shouldn't go around starting shit with the folks, then getting them all riled up, and then maybe they'll learn how to behave themselves. Just keep that in mind when you invite a bunch of wild bitches that don't get along on a trip to, the place where you work. Anyway, trips looks like it's gonna be really interesting. This was I don't know. I don't want to call it a filler episode because I thought it was pretty good actually. I had a much less Marlo. I was happy about that. So anytime I don't have to watch Marlo, then it's not such a stressful experience. So yeah. Anyway, Jamaica trips looks like it's gonna be drama, the good kind, I hope, and I'm looking forward to that. Until then, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you on the next time. Bye.